Hello class, welcome to Chapter 6 or Unit 6, Display Advertising, Advanced Topics and Trends. So the agenda for this lecture, we're going to look at creative trends in display, rich media and video, quality drives virality, challenges in display, a compromise for consumers, native advertising, programmatic and real-time bidding, trends in ad optimization, the digital difference. So some key terminologies to think about: intrusive advertising, banner blindness, native advertising, lean, L-E-A-N, ad programs, ad blockers, programmatic display, real-time bidding, RTB, and then real-time bidding, RTB marketplaces, digital media plan. Okay, so let's look at this. What is digital advertising? We're going to look at advances and trends in display, the challenges of display, programmatic and RTB ad models, and we're going to move on to creative trends in display. Trends in display are worth reviewing as they are driving growth. More video, more mobile, and more data-driven targeting. The industry is also seeing a backlash against some of the intrusiveness and privacy issues. The rise of ad blockers reflects this. Research shows you don't have to annoy to succeed. And the IAB standards and industry guidelines as they relate to more sophisticated ads. For more on standards, we can go onto the website. So you don't have to annoy to succeed, as was said earlier. So this is just a graphic showing what happens if there's high intrusion and then low intrusion. You get more impact. You get a lower impact if there's a lot of intrusion, right? The definition of lean, L-E-A-N, light, encrypted, ad choice supported, non-invasive ads. So this is the new lean ad program. Creative trends in display. User control is key. The lean ads program. L can go for light, limited file size with strict data called guidelines. Encrypted, assure user security with HTTPS SSL compliant ads. Ad choices support. All ads should support DAA's consumer privacy programs. Non-invasive, non-disruptive. Ads that can complement the user experience without disrupting it. Includes covering content and sound enabled by default. So no longer will you have the pop-up that just automatically tells you what the ad is about. Unless you initiate it, then it will start the whatever content is to be played. Rich media and video. Quality drives virality. Rich media, sound, and video are much better at getting brand messaging across. The Seismic Gallery and also DoubleClick's richmediagallery.com are great places to find and demonstrate even more examples of good ads and campaigns. A good rich media ad contains images, animation, or video involving some type of user interaction and engagement with the content. Initial load of a rich media ad is 40K or more. Rich media ads offer more ways to involve the audience. The ad can expand, fill down, etc. Video can be designed in a variety of ways. VPaid, video player ad interface definition, is a universal specification for interaction between ad units and video players. Rich media enables agencies to create complex ads that can elicit strong user response. So this is the Seismic Gallery. It makes it easy to find great examples for rich media ads. As you can see right here, it can show you how to create rich media ads and have it so that it's not intrusive on your um, audience. Okay. Two examples here of high-performing long-form messaging that could never have been done on TV are Blendtec and Dollar Shave Club. Blendtec makes commercial blenders, a small business-to-business company. They wanted to expand their business but couldn't spend millions on a national media campaign. Instead, they reverted to one of the first principles of marketing: show the product in action in a less expensive but accessible medium. The CEO began filming videos of the product in action. Because the videos were unusual and funny enough, they began to spread widely on the web. Okay, let's go ahead and watch. Oh, that's not good. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. So we'll look for the shortest one. Okay, that was the shortest one. 4 minutes, we're only along.
Here are, in my opinion, 3 of the worst ways to invest in 2024 and why they could actually delay your retirement. The first is mutual funds in 401ks. Did you know that on average they charge 2% a year in fees? Over
After you've chosen your commercial Blendtec blender, you're going to need the right jars for your operation. Each of these jars were designed with a particular blending task in mind. And we're going to go through the features of each of these so you can find the perfect jars for your business. Most blender jars have 4 sides, but the Blendtec Wild side has an additional 5th side. And this 5th side is going to help you blend faster and more efficiently. This 5th side is going to help prevent blender cavitation. Cavitation is when an air pocket forms around the blender blades and your food stops blending. But this 5th side is going to help prevent that without the use of a tamper. Blendtec's Wild Side jar is their largest jar, and this is going to be great for front of the house and back of house operation. For front of the house, this is perfect if you're going to make multiple batches of drinks in a single blend. And for back of the house, this is the blender jar I'd absolutely recommend. Its larger size is going to be perfect if you're going to do big batches of dressings, sauces, and even blended soups. The Blendtec Wild Side does come in multiple colors. That's great if you want to separate them for food allergens or if you just want to keep your establishment organized.
We won't go too far into that. We'll just look at that one. Then we have the Dollar Shave Club. Gillette and others spend millions on commercials, expounding on their technology, spokesman, and established brand to convince a small portion of the market that they should commit to their shaving brand. On the other hand, Dollar Shave Club took a different approach. They sought to compete in the market by leveraging online marketing and new business models to build a new way of reaching and keeping the consumer, aimed at the younger adult male market who spent their time online consuming social media and viral content. They avoided a battle of wallets on traditional media. Low-budget, humorous, starring the CEO, the resultant video was produced for the web. Let's see if I can find this one.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
Okay, interesting, right? Okay. So, ad blockers, consumer response to bad ad behavior. The cost of ad blocking in the U.S. U.S. ad spend, U.S. ad blocking cost. Cost to spend. The cost of ad blocker is higher than the real impact because it measures the lost revenue, not whether those ads would have been worthwhile. Nevertheless, it's a threat to the business model of the publishers if bad actors drive people to install ad blockers. Google has taken action to penalize sites with bad ad behavior. Ad blockers work the same way. Either block a list of advertisers or identify the ads before loading on a web page and stop them. The problem for many is their own business model is often to make advertisers pay to whitelist their ads, essentially paying twice to show their ads. Publishers also are angry that someone else is taking money from their ads. Alright. Image of ad blocking rates by country. Less prevalent in the US, but Germany and France are seeing high rates. Usage skews male and younger in tech sector. Another graphic for those. Native advertising is one way to improve performance. It's harder to block and more natural to consume as a user. Plus, it's higher price, so publishers like it. It can be misleading, so some consumers have reservations, but it's also very effective. Okay. So 4 primary types of native ad integrations are in-feed native ads, content recommendation widgets, promoted listings, and custom content units. The growth of programmatic and RTB are linked. With the enormous amount of inventory being traded in RT, the bidding and placements have to be rules-based and programmatic. Humans can't make those decisions. So programmatic offers an automated form of media buying that is more efficient and inexpensive, as well as reducing human error and inconsistency. While on the real-time bidding is a type of programmatic referring to a lightning-quick auction that takes audience data into account to assess the value of an impression to certain advertiser. Programmatic is a huge portion of all inventory, but the majority of the revenue for most publishers is premium, often hand sold inventory. As you can see, technology masks the complex processes of split-second bidding and decisions for every programmatic impression. You can look at the life cycle, programmatic ad life cycle. The user visits a web page, impression is announced. Every time an impression is available, the exchange asks if you'd like to bid, and then impression opportunity evaluated, bid decision made. You get a variety of information about each impression, such as the site the impression is on, timestamp, information about the user, information about the page, etc. What you bid is entirely up to you, and you don't have to bid if the impression is not valuable to you. The auction, you typically have milliseconds to respond with a bid. The bid responds, and then exchange runs the auction, evaluates all bids, and determines the winner. Winning ad served. In the course of 100 milliseconds, the entire process is complete, and if you win the auction for this impression, your ad is served. So milliseconds, not seconds, not minutes. They are now accomplishing this type of process in less than a second. Pricing has gone from a simple auction to more complex models. Exchanges are now often private, representing higher quality inventory to ensure better pricing. Unverified inventory is cheap and often arbitraged. If the bidding process has gotten more sophisticated, with header bidding helping maximize yields across multiple markets. So this is just an image of how inventory to price has been set. Programmatic growth is huge, with most impressions by volume now served that way. This is just showing between 2015 and 2019, and you can imagine just how far it's grown today, 5 years later. Okay. Key to impact and effectiveness is optimization. This example shows 2 points. First, the CTR and conversion rate are both highly variable depending on the traffic source. There is a 4 times difference in CTR, for example, between high and low performers. However, there's a 6 times difference between the conversion rate. If you optimize on the wrong metric, CTR, you would have missed the best performers. The important thing is to do both, which should yield a roughly 10 times improvement in efficiency. But focus on the desired goals, sales or conversions, not just what's easy to measure. Just optimizing on creative executions, different ads can also yield huge improvements. Test and learn, even the difference in wording can perform differently. So there's just a graphic on how it's performing. And then one easy area is frequency capping. Research shows that as a rule of thumb, effectiveness falls off after a few views from the same ad. For ads looking for clicks, 3 is the max. Branding can do up to 6 for impact. After that, it's more profitable to show the ad to a new or potential consumer. So not to keep it in the same place, but to move it on after either 3 at a max of 6. So this is the end of the final lecture for the week. If you have any questions on it, please let me know. And I hope you guys have a good evening.